there's no telling where this team can go.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg. For Miami, Amare Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. And stepping out onto the floor now for his very first official NBA playing time, we're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Clark.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Freak is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Zeller in at the center position. He hits the second from the line.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
To the left wing. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Goes up the baseline. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. Good.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Dragic kicks to Stoudemire. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The dish to Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Pass to Clark. Jacks up a three. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player, is that last bucket represents the first official score in the NBA from Clark.
You know, there we have it, the first taste of this young man's scoring prowess, showing he can handle NBA defense.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's the NBA that's going to have to show it can handle him, not the other way around. He's ready.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Marvin Williams is checked in for Cody Zeller. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lamb is checked in for Jeremy Lin. And Freak subbed in for Kemba Walker. On the court for the Hornets, Williams down low with Jefferson. Jeremy Lamb out there with Freak. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3.
And last year, the Hornets failed to achieve the same success as they had in 2014. Still, they played decent basketball against the rest of that Southeast Division.
The Heat leading by 11. And it's Johnson penetrating. It's Clark with the rebound. There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. And good on the basket. Book it. As you said, the Hornets played solid against the Southeast Division, finished 4th in the division, but played 500 ball going 8 up and 8 down against the other 4 Southeast members, Clark.
Not too shabby considering how strong Atlanta and Washington were. In general, the Hornets played pretty tough against every team in the division and did the same in the conference, too.
Shot clock at 5. Wade will not go. This is off the front iron. Fast break now for Charlotte. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And there's Joe Johnson on the assist by Richardson. That's now 8 points for Joe Johnson.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and, you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg, and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
The Heat have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And he makes the first. And Richardson drops them both. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat out front, leading by 9. Back after this. The second half about to start here in just a few moments. New group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. They've got Winslow. Dragic is out there with Richardson. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the 4 for Miami. 58 seconds left in the third. Feeds to Zeller. To the middle. No good from Clark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Winslow setting the pick for Johnson. And the layup is good. Johnson's got 10.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lamb. Zeller, a screen on Johnson. And Lamb kicks to Clark. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Here's Lin. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Lin's got his second bucket of the game to go. Outside Dragic. Misses. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter, the final quarter of play. Winslow subbed in for Goran Dragic. Miami's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. On the court for the Hornets, Clark in at point guard. Spencer Hawes out there with Tyler Hansbrough. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Lamb in at the 3 spot. Wade kicks to Winslow. Just his first attempt. And he hits the jump shot.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Here's Lamb. And the 3 off target. The Heat shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Chris Bosh. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Clark kicks to Hawes. There's the pick. Clark, the pass to Hansbrough. Soft touch off the glass.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Wade outside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too.
The 2K Sports postgame show.